Welcome back, everyone, to Fist Truck TV.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Last we left off, we spent what 30 minutes talking about the style of lore and storytelling in these games.
Yeah.
And during which I got Elden's, upgraded my weapons, and beat Margaret's ass.
Are they called Eldens or are they called Souls?
I believe they are called Eldens.
Okay.
Despite what the brainwashed masses will tell you. Sheeple, if you will.
Sheeple. Yes,
Sheeple,
of course.
yes. Which is a shortened version of sheep people.
Yes.
We'll
because
say that
you can herd sheep, and they'll do what you say.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. Where the fuck am I going? Yo!
Oh shit! That scared the shit out of me. What the fuck? Yo!
Oh god! Yeah. Oh, thank goodness that boar has no pushing power.
Oh, that's the first thing that made me jump in Elden Ring in quite a long time. Holy shit!
Good morning.
Good morning.
But yeah, the sheep people. Sorry, sheeple. Fuck. Sheeple,
sheep people.
or if a singular one comes to you, she-person.
She-person.
Or shearson, will tell you that they're called something
Edward
like runes, I think. But they're wrong. So.
Why would they be called runes?
I don't know. Runes just like doesn't.
Isn't runes like writing on a wall or something? I don't understand.
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just they're really like just poor decisions.
Yeah.
In general, lead up to these things, but you know what are you gonna do, right?
Clearly. And you have two swords, so who are they?
Bunga bunga. Oh, this guy.
Oh, that did less on the bunga than I thought it would.
Oh, we gonna be here for a bit.
Man.
Unless he kills me with one, I just run into someone that's easier to kill.
Oh, that's good. Nah, he won't kill you.
But I'm bad at this game. What are you gonna say?
Oh God. Wow. I was thinking about a time. So let me tell you. Let me tell you about my friend who calls me every time I come. He's a really good friend. He's a really good friend.
Good hit.
So all the shit that I'm going to talk right now, let me preface it that he's a good friend. He wants everything. He wants everything in the world. Everything in the world he wants to be his.
So I hope he watches this. Like English.
So me and another friend, we like go halvesies on music equipment or music stuff. Keys for synthesizers, modules, and all that VSTs. And you know, we share it with this other friend also, and he goes in quarters or thirds. And somehow, at the end of it, we download, we buy this key. It's called, I'm gonna refrain from naming so I don't call him out specifically. You get 4 downloads of this musical instrument, right?
Oh. Yo, bro, why the fuck are all 4 of them taken? What the fuck? You're one person.
So, I download one to my computer. The other person download one to his computer. This person downloads one. The third person downloads one to his computer. And about 2 months later, he says, "Hey, I don't have any more keys left. I need to re-download it." And I'm like, "Wait, there should be one free key. So why don't you
mean the one I already used?"
Yes. So you mean I already used that one on my second computer? I need to put this on my girlfriend's computer. And I'm like, "All right, you paid 1/3 for." It was a lot of money. that the three of us could share on one computer each. What the fuck? Because there's a certain way you need to deactivate the products to actually use the key again.
Do you have to get in contact with support?
Yeah, so I had to get in contact with support. I said, hey, I had to reformat my computer.
Weird. Yeah.
This is going to be really weird, but I had to reformat 4 fucking computers that I had my key on. You know, my computer, my laptop, and my secondary laptop, and my laptop for my live performances. So I had to type that email out. I'm so happy I didn't have to talk to anybody because I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face. Just like this elaborate excuse that I'm not sharing this key with 4 people. Clearly,
yeah, even though they I'm sure they
yeah,
they know.
They know. They know. It's enough of an exploit that they know.
Yeah.
For this guy to have it on 3 fucking computers, and I'm like, no.
Oh, okay. I was like, I hope you didn't do that. I'm like, let's go. I need to get on my girlfriend's computer. It's like, no, you don't.
I gave him his money back, and I was like, you know, let's yeah, here, I'll you can
buy it on.
You can have one.
Wait,
but I'll give you your money back and buy your own, please.
Oh. I was like, and wait, but he used it. Why would he give money back?
No, because
yeah, but
he wants it on 3 computers.
Yeah, but he gave money in proportion to what he got, so I don't know why you would give it back. Like, that's the thing.
No, so he's out of the deal completely because I don't want to deal with it, right?
Okay, all right, that's fair.
So it's like, yeah, use it until you get your own license for free, but whatever. So that's one instance. Another instance.
You going to talk about the graphics card one? Or?
Yes, I'm going to talk about the graphics card one because that's also fun.
Thanks, fucking good.
So, I've known this person for years, for all my life, most of my life. I've known him more of my life than I've been alive, right?
Somehow possible.
No, that's more than half of my life.
Of my alive.
Yes. You know what? The numbers add up. Don't worry about it. So I know whenever I talk about something cool that I have, he's going to be like, oh, can I borrow that? Or I want to see it somehow.
I want it.
Like, okay. So I'm like, throughout the phone call, I'm saying, oh, I bought a 3090 Ti for like super stupid cheap when they were dropping in prices, which is a graphics card in case you don't know. And he calls up. He knows this. This is a conversation we had, and then he calls up with. My
cheeks are so perked up. Sorry, not my ass cheeks. My face cheeks are so perked up right now. Cause like, I know where this is going.
So he calls up because also I help him with computer problems. I help everybody with computer problems also. So he's like having problems. His computer blue screens, and I say, well, that's usually a RAM issue. You can check your RAM. So the way you check your RAM is you take every piece of RAM out, and then you put each one in one at a time, and when it blue screens, that's the one that's broken. Yeah. So his RAM's fine, and then it could be a graphics card problem. You look it up online, you look at the specific code. It seems to be that specific graphics card problem. So he says, oh man, my graphics card broken. Which one should I get to replace it?
I don't know, man.
And I'm like, I don't know. He says, I don't want to spend the money. But let me preface this.
Yeah, who would?
I buy computer parts over the course of a year to save like 1,500.
Save a lot of money.
Final so I haven't built. I bought the 3090. That was the first piece that I got because it was so cheap, and I don't plan on building the computer for another year. So he knows this also. And I know he knows this. So he's like, oh, I need to replace my graphics card, but I don't really want to spend money on another graphics card.
Oh, well, I guess looks like you've got no choice, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got your laptop, you can still do work. You don't even do work on that computer, so, you can just wait it out until your next paycheck. And it's like, oh, yeah, I could. Or, maybe I can go get my brother's GPU He, and tested
Right,
out.
this was over
He's like,
2 calls, right?
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
we were in Discord when this happened, so like I heard this unfold, and like that to keep going, but I'll just interject when it's a part where we just were like, where I ask, yo, is that him? And he's like, yeah. I go, is he trying to do that? And he's like, yeah. And let's just go.
So clearly, in the back of my mind, I am not bringing up my graphics card.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know he's
he wants you to offer it.
Yeah, he wants you to offer it. He's trying to manipulate you into offering it. Again, this is my friend. We know how each other work. All right, it's
cool.
fine.
He's cool. He's cool.
It's cool. He's cool. So, and then I'm quiet and he's quiet because he's waiting for me to offer it up, and I'm specifically not saying anything because I'm not going to offer it up. And he says, "Okay, I'll try to figure it out." And he hangs up, and I'm in Discord with Matt.
You know what this sounds like? An Adult Swim sketch. Like, because Adult Swim, a lot of Adult Swim shows revel in awkward humor.
Yes.
And so that's what that sounds like.
As it was going, that's how it was playing out of my mind. I was finding it hilarious because I knew.
Yeah.
And we were in Discord. I had my phone against my face, and I was on Discord with Fist and a couple other people. And so he hangs up, and then you say, "I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to aim for my card."
Yeah. Is he trying to get your graphics card, man? Like, yeah.
It was 100%. On like clockwork. He calls back.
Like right after we say that.
He said, and the first thing he says, "Hey, you have that graphics card you're not using, right?" And I was like, "No." "What do you mean? You don't have it?" I said, "No, I'm not giving it to you." He says, "Okay, bye." Oh man, I forgot exactly how the conversation went, but
it was quick.
Yeah,
it was quick.
It was very quick. I was like, "Yeah." You've been read. What is it? "You have been weighed, you have been measured, and you have been found wanting."
Or you're deemed unworthy, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fucking funny, man.
When you know people for like such a long time.
Yeah.
It's like you can tell what their next move is. It's cool. It's fun. It's fun. Oh, what up, Pot?
Why am I helping her? Why am I helping?
Why are we here?
No time for games.
Do you not want
Just to... I think you need a blunt weapon, no?
No, you don't. What's the charge? There we go. Okay. Maybe that's the kind of charge attack I need. Okay.
Oh, please.
Is now he?
Oh, now you can do it.
Is he gonna get out and want to fuck me up?
Maybe.
Just turns around and snuffs me. What the fuck? Just, I've been slighted.
Everything's trying to kill me. Why?
Even everything is just that one bug. Like somehow I beat the shit out of this dude, and the bug hits me. Like that's. Sorry, just as a explanation for why I'm going to a bunch of these random spots and doing stuff. It's just like I said, I'm just trying to get currency so I can buy upgrade materials.
Elden Rings.
Yeah. Just because I don't think the scaling for the game is for the most part fucking great, and I don't have a problem with it. It's just that foraging for the amount of foraging you have to do to get supplies early game is just a little too much for what I want to do. So like I think when you're just naturally playing through the game it's perfectly fine, but for the amount of times I played this game, this is the method, so I could just quickly have my weapons and If I didn't have 2 weapons, this wouldn't have been taken as it. But here we are. But then as time goes on, it's just kind of easier to stay on top of it.
Gotta feed both of the boys.
Yeah, otherwise they'll starve and fights will take longer, which means I'll have a bigger chance of making mistakes and dying.
I don't know if I told you this,
What?
but same story, different time. His brother calls me up and says, "Hey, you want this? I got this free BST thing," and I'm like, I'm gonna buy my own, because I do want to own my own on this one.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, shit, I don't know what to do." I said, "Give it to your brother because he's gonna want he's gonna want your actual physical device that you got the free thing with." So I know, and you'll never see it again. Just give him give him the program. And he was like, "Oh yeah, if I give that to him." So.
Preventative measures.
Yeah, cooperative story. Feed the beast.
Even though usually most people would just say ignore it altogether, but
Yeah, true.
yeah. Like I remember that was
yeah, well, I'll talk all the shit in the world,
yeah.
but he's great. He's fine.
Yeah, he's cool. He's good. I remember when I was younger, and if he ever hears this, you know you did it.
Okay.
But my cousin and I are like brothers. Like we're super cool, so you know I love him. Like, but over the years he has borrowed games from me, and I will never see them again. Like there's so many. There's like. I don't know if he still has it, you know, and if you do, hey, you know, I want it. But like, at some point he was on a kick of like Xbox 360 games, like you know, just like you know, sometimes you just kind of get back into things. You know how it goes. So I borrowed a good chunk of Xbox 360 games from me, or like quite a few, and now when I look at my games and I see something's missing, I'm like, fuck! Like, even if it's not that great. So for example, when we talked about this recently, you remember the Turok game that came out on the 360?
Yeah, great game.
So I would no, but
I had the most fun with it because I had people to play with it.
It was fun. No, it was fun. I mean, it was definitely not great. That's fucking
fantastic.
That
sneaking dinosaurs and bows.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
space dinosaurs.
It was just one of those. It was one of those. Yeah. It was one of those like 7 out of 10 games.
It was. You
get what I mean?
It was a B game.
Yeah, like a B tier game. But you know, B. I always think of B like an 80. But it just like movies. Yeah. So like it was one of those B tier games that just like hits the spot.
Yes,
that's what it was. So somewhat recently I kind of wanted to play it again, just you know, so sometimes I'll play a game and then play for a little bit and go like, you know what, fuck this, you know, all right, I played it, there, I did what I wanted to do and move on. So I don't know how it would have went, but I had the itch, and I couldn't scratch it because the fucking game wasn't there. And I look and I'm like, I still remember the moment that left my house. Like, fucking, you know when That's So Raven has her fucking moments where she's like, I've time comed. The memories. Well, that's like the face she makes when she can see into the future. But like that was I look at my shelf where I have all my games, and I see the Xbox 360 games are all in alphabetical order, and so I look at it, and I see it's not there, and I go, like, where's fuck?
Oh man, I gotta. Oh, I was.
It's gone.
So, when I was a little boy.
That was like years ago.
When I was a little boy, my any game that I played was my brother's game, right?
Okay.
Because he was 8 years older, he got the games, he bought the shit.
Yeah.
Or it was bought for him, and I would play whatever was there. You know, I didn't get to ask for things.
Yeah.
He had this one motherfucking friend. every time he would lend a game out,
Gone.
it was gone, or it came back scratched as fuck.
Oh, that's arguably worse.
Arguably worse.
Arguably worse, cause like it's like not only do you take them and then never give them back, but when you give them back, you destroy them. Yeah. So it's like, either
games would go missing, bro. Like
and he would just keep giving it to him. Well, I guess.
I'll tell you about the last time we gave it to him. We gave him one game that my dad played. I played. My brother played like religiously.
What was it?
And it was the Super Star Wars Return of the Jedi for Super Nintendo. And he gave it to him to borrow for the weekend. And when he said he didn't he lost it, bro, all three of us, he said, we're going on a mission. We went to his fucking house and tore his place apart to look for it. I found it. He had like, his TV was on top of like a dresser. I went underneath the dresser to look for it. I found it. And I was like, it's right here.
Get bent! Kill yourself! Goodbye! Like, just yelling terrible things. Like,
and I was like, please, big brother, father, please, never give that man the game again.
Wait, what?
Never give that man a game again.
They said, may we give him a game again? It's like, the game of fucking these hands, bro.
Yeah.
Not like the.
But it's like the position I was in. Not my games. Not my friend.
No, but
so like I had no power to wreak vengeance upon this motherfucker in my life.
Somebody strike him down. Why the hell did I come this way?
But yeah, that.
That's fucking funny, man.
I still see him from time to time. He's a good friend, childhood friend.
Does he still do it?
I just you treat there's different quirks about every friend. If you don't lend him anything, he's a great friend. you just learned your lesson, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That is.
If you don't go in half with my other friend, he's a great friend. He's a great friend. Who else? I can't think of one off the top of my head, but it's like
just a
different friends have different quirks, and if you know what you're getting into and you understand that, it's great. They're great people. Like, or there's one friend that just every time you go drinking, it's terrible time. He's just belligerent. He gets fucked up. You end up having to Uber him home or drive him home.
Like fucking fight the
Don't
urge
go
to swing
drinking
on
with
someone.
that friend. And every other time, he's fantastic. You know.
Yeah.
Just because there's one flaw, if you can completely avoid it, if you can maneuver through it, and they're a great person, 100% of the time, it's like, yeah,
go.
Yeah. Don't talk about politics with this one friend.
Oh god.
Yeah. It's about the maneuvering, the social aspects.
That's a hairy one though.
Oh god, and then there's family who are full of shitty people, and you can't avoid them, and you can't avoid politics with them, and it's just like, then you're just screwed, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, if you live in the same house, yeah. Otherwise, you definitely can.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, I tell you, the family on my mom's side of the family are just complete scumbags. I haven't. One of them called recently because we have some real shit going on, and I'm like, why the fuck are you calling? You know they're angling, because they're old people in the family.
Yeah.
They're only calling to angle for like what's in their will. Like, are they in their will? Can you put them in their will last second? And I'm like, motherfucker. It just like straight up said, why are you calling? You're not in their will. Fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, that's I'm not calling for that. Okay then.
Okay,
There's no
then we
point
have
in
nothing to
talking.
talk about.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Just yeah. Definitely just some scumbagels that I know about. That happily we were able to avoid.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's weird with like my family. At least growing up, like. I never really like except for my cousin. My cousin and then like my one of my like sisters and brothers.
Right.
And also to an extent one of my sisters, like one of my sisters, her kids. Not too much in the family that like I got like super close with, so it's kind of weird or funny. I don't know how to put it, but like when I hear people talk about family and I'm like, man, I just have like no experience. Like I have no experience.
Because like
really.
maybe understandable. Because the other side of my family I have like no connection with, and they're great people.
Yeah,
but it's just like when I talk about them, talking about strangers pretty much.
Yeah, that's how. That's pretty much how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because they're all
they're cool.
great
Yeah,
on
they're
that side.
cool. It's just like I don't know, never.
Yeah, it's just by happenstance you didn't grow up playing with them. They weren't in the same state, they're in a different country, or whatever.
Yeah.
And now they're just other people.
Yeah, which you still get in contact with them. There's not stopping it at the same time. It's like
I feel
yeah,
in contact with them because, hey, remember me that one time? Like, I guess we're blood related, but you got your own. I'm sorry I called.
Yeah, it's the same thing if you go to a family gathering and someone's like, "Oh my God, you grew up like last time I saw you were a baby." I'm like, I never saw you.
I have no recollection of the
Because
events.
that shit doesn't count. I was a baby. Like I don't remember that shit.
Yeah.
But them's be the breaks, right?
Yeah. And like I don't know. I don't want to get too heavy. But getting older in life is just like shit happens where you said, "Oh, I'll get to it later," and then that person dies, and it's like, "Oh, it's all over."
Yeah,
I didn't get to it.
Yeah,
I didn't get to it in time.
Yeah, well, too late.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless they undie.
Yo.
Which, always keep always got to keep that door open.
Yeah, I mean, what isn't when Rapture comes, the dead will rise?
Yeah.
Maybe we will get a second. Everybody's saying the world's ending like every year, so somebody has to be right at some point, right?
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just a numbers game. If you keep on guessing the year, it'll eventually be that year.
Oh man, it was 2012 when. Aside from like the Mayan one, there was that one. I forgot his fucking name, but there was like that one dude.
Yeah, the Christian one.
Yeah, and I'll never forget because you would see like the people that, and as an aside, if I would find this almost hard to believe, but if you happen to be, if you're one of those people that got into that and are watching this video, I'm sorry that shit was funny, but I'll never forget stepping, or like I was driving around like just somewhat close to my home, and it was one of those just like campers or those RVs just decked out from head to toe, with like the world's gonna end, everybody count your blessings, don't masturbate, whatever it may be, and you just see that, and the not I don't think it was like an overwhelmingly like high amount of people by any stretch of the imagination, but there were people who, because of this thing, just sold everything.
Yeah.
And like bought that because it there were I'm not gonna say a lot because that would be overselling it again, but you would see that was not the only apocalypse RV or the apocalypse camper that I saw, is all I'm gonna say. And granted, we live in a place where the population's fucking massive, but
how are you gonna get that when all the traffic is gone, like jammed? How are you gonna get that thing through the city?
Yeah, well, there's that too. That like more. I'm just saying, like, maybe we're more likely to see those the end of the world campers because true. There's so many people here. There's bound to be some that will fucking do
right.
Like a couple, right? Like almost eight. Oh God!
Ooh!
Fuck!
Wow.
After all this, that's what kills me. Of like 8.5 million people, like what are the odds that you'll see 2? Like pretty high, right, I think. Yeah, right? So nonetheless, just seeing that, I go like, yo, what happens when the world doesn't end? Which it didn't.
Yeah.
And then you're there like, yo, what are you doing with this, man? Like, yo, Fortnite? I don't know. But like this but that seems like a situation where like you're pretty fucked. Like you're pretty fucked. And that guy wound up dying too.
Well, I think but yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
The I think after he
he did it twice, like 2 or 3 times.
He did, yeah.
And but it was after I think it was after that first one. Yeah, I think it was, or not after. I think that was the second one that he guessed. But
yeah, 2000 something, 2010.
Yeah, it was some point prior to the 2012
That was his second
one.
Prediction.
Yeah, the 2012
his first
one.
was like
it was some point before, but like
80s or 90s.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I just remember it wasn't the first time he did it. It was just that was the most publicized one because it also coincided with like that Mayan shit.
Yeah.
When just saying.
And then
like,
his third prediction was like 2016 or something.
Yeah, but I think it was after that second one where people were like, somehow it wasn't at the first one, or it wasn't even on the second one. I don't get it. Where you're just like, okay, now I don't believe you. Like, what? Where are we drawing this line?
His followers, like he had a compound, right? And he still had followers on his compound. But I think he did.
I thought he just was like a passive church or something like that.
I think he had like a compound for his family or something.
Fucking compounds, yeah. Let's talk about compounds next time.
All right, compound next time. Next time on this TV.
Goodbye.
Truck. Goodbye.